in the heart of Makubwa Mazito village, where dreams are buried in dust, a boy named Shari was born with nothing except purpose. There lived Shari of Makubwa Mazito, where there was no bread. God was still baking a future. In the dusty, quiet corner of Kenya, in a village called Makubwa Mazito, was a boy named Shari, born from a home where even the air carried hunger. Poverty didn't just live with them, it danced, sat, and slept in their hut. If hardship had an address, it was Grandma's hut, built on borrowed strength and a patch of land too small to fight for, yet large enough to trigger daily disputes from neighbors. Their clothes aired into enemy territory. Their pots boiled on hope. At 12 years old, Shari already understood what many grown men collapse under. His mother? Gone. His father? Forgotten. His only lifeline was his grandmother, a woman worn by years, yet rich in heart. Every morning before school, Shari would fetch water. Grandma, meanwhile, toiled on nearby farms, not for wages, but for a plate of food. That one plate was their daily communion, divided by love, flavored with sacrifice. But then, Grandma's health turned. Her feet slowed. Her cough grew deeper. Her energy whispered goodbye. Suddenly, hope looked like a lie wrapped in sunlight. Shari, barely taller than a jerrycan, became the home's only source of life. He begged neighbors. He visited churches. He searched forests for herbs to ease Grandma's pain. He prayed not for toys or books, but for strength and food. Like Joseph, he was thrown into a pit, not by his brothers, but by life. Yet like Joseph, Shari refused to curse God. Instead, he learned, when life puts you in a hole, it's either a grave or a planting season. Then came Dark Wednesday. That morning, Shari knocked at the same neighbor's door again. But this time, they had had enough. "Come in," they said, "we have work for you." What followed were 10 grueling hours of errands and labor, under the sun, without rest. When it was over, he was handed a plate of dry posho and a cup of milk. Tired, dehydrated, he dragged himself home, and collapsed halfway. Hours later, he awoke, dizzy but determined. He tiptoed into the hut and lay beside Grandma, his heart heavy and plate empty. He didn't want to wake her with bad news. Morning came. Shari, like every other day, whispered, "Wakey wakey, sleeping hero." No response. He laughed softly, "Come on, Grandma, let's light the fire." Still nothing. He reached for her cheek. Cold. He rushed. Lit the fire. Still, no warmth, no stir, no breath. Panic set in. He ran to the neighbor. The woman came in haste. She took one look, then dropped her basin and screamed, "Mama Injeri is gone." The cry split the air. The entire village knew, the only person Shari had left. After the burial, life didn't wait for him to heal. The days after were heavier than the grave that swallowed her. The sun shone, but not for him. The hut felt bigger, but only with emptiness. Shari sat by the fire one evening, and whispered, "If the Lord gives and takes away, what happens when you were never given much to begin with?" Like Job, he didn't curse. He just sat in the ashes. And God? He watched silently, but not absent. To be continued. Because what life didn't give, God was preparing to send. In the silence of grief, heaven was writing part 2.